More coming now about the service of the tabernacle. Numbers 8, verse 1. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron, and tell him, when you light the lamps, the 7 lamps shall give light in front of the lampstand. Aaron did so. He lit its lamps to light the area in front of the lampstand, as Yahweh commanded Moses. This was the workmanship of the lampstand, beaten work of gold. From its base to its flowers, it was beaten work, according to the pattern which Yahweh had shown Moses. So he made the lampstand. Comment, that was Yahweh's order for Aaron to go ahead and light the 7 lamps. The lamps are on the one lampstand, the menorah, which is on the priest's left as he enters the tent. From this point forward, they shall keep the lamps lit during the night, continually and forever. Exodus 27:21 and Leviticus 24:3. Of course, that was interrupted when Israel forsook Yahweh and forsook temple service. The point is that Yahweh will never leave us in darkness. He tells us everything we need to know continually and forever, with no breaks in protocol. And he brightens the darkness of our souls. Micah 7:8, quote, When I sit in darkness, Yahweh will be a light to me, end quote. The lampstand is a single piece of hammered, pure gold artwork depicting almond branches, buds, and flowers. The gold weighs in at 1 talent, Exodus 25:39, or about 70 pounds. The gold would be worth about $1.5 million at today's gold prices. So he lights our lives with class and beauty. That's the unmistakable message of the lampstand. It's the message of James 1:5, quote, If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him, end quote. And there are many, many other verses about Yahweh's provision of light, joy, wisdom, insight, and guidance. It's all in the lamp. The lamp is the visual image of the many words on that subject. Verse 5. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Take the Levites from among the children of Israel and cleanse them. You shall do this to them, to cleanse them. Sprinkle the water of cleansing on them. Let them shave their whole bodies with a razor, and let them wash their clothes and cleanse themselves. Comment, 5 chapters ago, Yahweh took the Levites as his own for his service in place of the firstborn of all the other tribes. Verse 7 mentions the water of cleansing. This is water with the ashes of a red heifer in it, as we'll come to in Numbers 19. So to enter the service for Yahweh, there must be cleansing. The shaving of the bodies indicates a deliberate point in time when the Levites break from the past and enter into service. As far as Christian service to the Lord, there are parallels. We must make a deliberate decision to dedicate ourselves to his service, and the Lord must cleanse us so that our service is acceptable in his sight. More about the cleansing of the Levites, verse 8. Let them take a young bull and its meal offering, fine flour mixed with oil, and another young bull you shall take for a sin offering. You shall present the Levites before the tent of meeting. You shall assemble the whole congregation of the children of Israel. Comment, the whole congregation is 2 or 3 million people, so certainly if they weren't all there in person, they were there by representation. Verse 10, You shall present the Levites before Yahweh. The children of Israel shall lay their hands on the Levites, and Aaron shall offer the Levites before Yahweh for a wave offering on the behalf of the children of Israel, that it may be theirs to do the service of Yahweh. Comment, wave offering in Hebrew is just that. It indicates swinging or waving something as an offering to Yahweh. We assume the Levites must have raised their hands and waved them to Yahweh, or bowed, something of that nature, to indicate they were offering themselves. The children of Israel are laying their hands on them in agreement. Israel will support the Levites from now on so they can attend to the work of the tabernacle. This will include relieving them of any military service. Verse 12, The Levites shall lay their hands on the heads of the bulls, and you shall offer the one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering to Yahweh, to make atonement for the Levites. Comment, we remember from Leviticus that a sin offering provides a picture of Christ taking on our sins, and a burnt offering provides a picture of Christ's resurrection. So as we Christians are saved by the Christ who's now history, The Levites were saved by the same Christ, who at the time was prophecy. All times are the same to the Lord, who has perfect recollection of everything in the past and sure knowledge of what he will bring to pass in the future. Verse 13, You shall set the Levites before Aaron and before his sons, and offer them as a wave offering to Yahweh. Thus you shall separate the Levites from among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. After that the Levites shall go in to do the service of the tent of meeting, and you shall cleanse them and offer them as a wave offering. Comment, Aaron and his 2 sons are the only priests, but Yahweh is recruiting the entire tribe of Levi to help them. The Levites won't be priests, Numbers 16:10, so therefore there will be certain things they won't be able to do, but they will be able to perform the bulk of the labor. Clearly the priests will use them to transport the tabernacle, Numbers chapter 4, and they'll be able to perform many other duties as well. There are thousands of Levites available. Yahweh says of the Levites, verse 16, For they are wholly given to me from among the children of Israel, instead of all who open the womb, even the firstborn of all the children of Israel. I have taken them to me. For all the firstborn among the children of Israel are mine, both man and animal. On the day that I struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself. I have taken the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel. I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and to his sons from among the children of Israel, to do the service of the children of Israel in the tent of meeting, and to make atonement for the children of Israel, that there be no plague among the children of Israel, when the children of Israel come near to the sanctuary. Comment, so what's the difference in the work of the Levites and the work of the priests? Numbers 4:20, the Levites can't go in the tent and lay eyes on the furniture in it, so therefore the priests will be responsible for all the duties in the tent, such as keeping the lamps and incense going and keeping the bread table in order. In 1 Chronicles 6, verses 48 and 49, the Levites can't offer up sacrifices at the bronze altar. Certainly, the Levites will be able to transport the articles of the tabernacle, the entire tabernacle, and there is a tremendous amount of menial labor to be done around the tabernacle. So they can prepare sacrifices, collect the blood, skin the sacrifices, take out the parts that go on the bronze altar, remove the right thigh and breast that will go to the priest. They don't have to approach the altar to do any of that. They can carry wood and ashes to and from the bronze altar and water for the bronze basin. So it seems they can do a very large part of the actual labor. Verse 20, Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel did so to the Levites. According to all that Yahweh commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so the children of Israel did to them. The Levites purified themselves from sin, and they washed their clothes, and Aaron offered them for a wave offering before Yahweh, and Aaron made atonement for them to cleanse them. After that, the Levites went in to do their service in the tent of meeting before Aaron and before his sons. As Yahweh had commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so they did to them. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, This is that which belongs to the Levites, from 25 years old and upward. They shall go in to wait on the service in the work of the tent of meeting. Comment, Levites will perform the heavy work of service from the age of 25 to the age of 50. Notice how Yahweh worded it. The work belongs to them. In other words, it's a privilege. The census of the Levites in chapter 4 numbered them at 8,580, but those were the ones from 30 to 50. So from age 25, as it says here, to age 50, probably more than 9,000 were just inducted. Verse 25, And from the age of 50 years they shall cease waiting on the work and shall serve no more, but shall minister with their brothers in the tent of meeting to perform the duty, and shall perform no service. You shall do thus to the Levites concerning their duties. Comment, verse 26, the duties of the Levites after age 50 is a little unclear due to vagaries of translation, but it's clear they will still serve, but not in heavy labor. That's the chapter. Soon some of the Levites are going to try to impose themselves into the priesthood, and Yahweh will slap them down in spectacular fashion. Numbers 9 is next at landofhavilah.net. Numbers 9.